It's a handy piece of information right there.
Wow, that's a powerful button.
That's a powerful button. Well, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm telling you, we have got something that I have never seen a major platform like Google create such a wide opening for independents like you and I. And so I know we've got people that are members with us tonight. So I'm going to give you this training because I want you to get going and making money and using the platform to do this. You also need to be explaining to people that don't have our platform, they need to get it. And this is not an arbitrary date that we're throwing out there. This is not some sort of made up fictitious, you got to act now. Google has provided this window. And so we're just here saying, hey, if you want to get in on this gravy train, and now for such a time as this, because it's just absolutely amazing. So let me get over there. I'm going to share my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep,
All
yep, yep.
right. So I want to show you something that I did just today, and I'll show you on this video right here. There, Lori and Gary both gave me this little hack. This is literally how you're going to be able to get unlimited leads in your area right now and provide tremendous, tremendous value to them. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to type in site:/business.site. Then you're going to put in the niche that you are looking for, plumber, electrician. I just put repair because that sort of transcends everything. Anybody that's in the service industry, automobile, roofing, plumbing, HVAC, all of them have repair in their keyword. So this sort of, I use this because it pulls up everywhere. So I put my niche or my keyword, and then I put the town I want to target. Okay, so I'm in upstate South Carolina, Spartanburg County. So I'm going to just put Spartanburg, South Carolina. So site:/business.site, the niche that I'm targeting, and then Spartanburg, South Carolina. When I do that, look what happens. It pulls up literally 541 results. 541 results of what? Businesses in my community that have their website built on Google. Now, why is that important? Because Google has just announced right over here. Let's look here. Google just announced that websites made with Google Business, which is what we're looking at right here. These are Google business sites. That Google websites are going away the 1st of March. And what happens is if they don't move their website by the 1st of March, it's going to redirect to their Google business profile. And then it's going to be completely turned off, and they're going to get a 404 error message after June 10th. So they got to June 1 to get their website moved, and they've got to June 10th before visitors start seeing a 404 error message. Now, I'm privileged to have Gary and Lori on with me tonight. Both of them have a tremendous background in business. Lori used to be with a company that sold yellow books that had pages in it. I'm not going to mention the name, but back in the day, you had to have your business in that book on those yellow pages that were in that book so that you would be recognized as an actual business. Well, this is the same thing. If a business is not on the internet, it don't exist. You can, I'm not even in Yellow Pages and all these other listing services anymore. I used to have to be if I wanted to be recognized. I'm on the website. I'm on the internet. So when someone Googles me, when someone Bings me, when someone Yahoos me, they're going to find me. Okay. So that's what is so important here to these businesses. So 541 businesses with that keyword that I was able to find. So what I did was, okay, that's auto repair, RV repair,
Wow.
diesel repair. Look at that, Gary. I mean, it's crazy. Structural repair. Well, right there's one of them. It was the first one that came in, Reval Road Auto Services. Okay. Well, here's the thing you got to know. I can't just call them up and say, hey, your website's about to go away. What I need to do is I'm going to Google that specific company. So I'm just going to type in their name in my Google search right here. Okay. And then when I do, I'm going to go over and I see their Google business profile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on their website link right there to see, is this connected to that particular website that's at .business.site, or is it redirecting over to like a blog on WordPress or something else. Okay. Because a lot of times, folks, you got to know that a lot of people use these .business sites as an SEO play. In other words, they have it on Google, but it's linked over. They're just using it to backlink to their home web page that they got. And you're going to find several of them have that. So that's going to modify how I approach them. I'm either going to approach this company and say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Business Owner of Reedville Road Auto Services, your website's about to go away, which I can say to them because I went to their Google business page, clicked on their website, and that is where it took me. Okay. And I can go to Google Maps and that's where it takes me. I could go and look under their social medias. I can do all this digging around, make sure that's the only website they got. So I'm going to say, your website is about to go away. Your website come March 1 is gone, which means you don't exist anymore. So unless people know about your services, new people moving into the community, people saying, hey, I need to get someone to do my auto service. I need some repair. You're not in the top search. You're not even found anymore. Okay. Now, if they have a different website, what I'm going to tell them is your ability to backlink in your SEO play so that your website is up and seen, that's going away. So now rather than talking to them about a website, I'm going to talk to them about SEO services, all of which I can do in my app. But that's why it's so important, because now with having this company right here, I know how I'm going to approach them. Now, Lori, what have you seen in approaching businesses using this strategy as well, and what you got to say about it?
Well, one thing is these local businesses, they don't know that this is going to happen to them. They don't have a clue.
Surprise!
They're just going on about their day, pounding shingles on a roof or, pouring concrete or whatever they're doing. So they don't know. So when you approach them with this information, they're number one, they're going to be really open to it, and very receptive. Right there, you're building that trusting, know, like, and trust relationship with them. And, number one, you're helping them from disappearing from Google.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of that foot in the door offer, that over time you deliver the website. Over time, then you can deliver other things that we do. The beauty of being a member with TW3 though is, and this is time sensitive if you're watching this, it is time sensitive. Maybe you don't know what you're doing. Maybe you don't have time to learn all this software and stuff. Well, guess what? With the TW3 membership, you're going to have training and you're going to have a one-on-one coach as well. So, whoever your trainer is, your coach is going to be able to get you up to speed so you can capitalize once again on this time sensitive opportunity that you're never going to see. I mean, who knows when the next time Google is going to do something like this where they're just like, here. I'm going to shovel money out to people who can build websites.
Exactly. And if you're on tonight and you say, well, I don't know anything about websites, they're talking about building websites. When Lori's talking about the TW3 system, you're going to have our app right here. Okay. And under sites, if you click on the sites tab right here under websites, you can create unlimited websites. Your fixed price and hosting is fixed. So from there going on, whatever you charge is what you make. And making a website is as easy as clicking a button. I click new site. I'm not a web designer, so I don't want to start from blank. I'm going to go over here to template. We have over 10,000 templates in our system. So I just click on continue. And then what industry am I in? Now, in that prior example, what was I working with? I was working in automotive. What kind of automotive? Well, automotive repair and body works. Okay. So I just look for something that looks like, if I've got a company I'm working with Friday that's in tint, glass tint, I'm going to be using that one as a matter of fact. But I can go down here, window tinting, car detailing, roadside rescue, car dealership, tire shop, vintage car restoration, roadside assistance. I mean, there's even more that we could even go on down. But right here, brake shop, tire shop, you name it, it's in there. Okay. So I'm just looking for a repair. Okay. Auto body shop, right there it is. I can make that engine expert. I can use that one. I think they did more engines on that particular company. So I'll just use this right here. Well, when I click on it, what happens? It brings up the entire website. So all I have to do is replace the blank name with their name, put their phone number in, link their web address or their social media, and boom, they have a website. And as a matter of fact, if I want to get really slick, I can do this before I call them and say, hey, your site's about to go down. This is a mock-up site just as a demo, but you could have this site right here, and we're charging them a minimum of $500, $1,000, $2,500 for your website. Okay. But we can get this to you. And if you act now, we're going to give you this special discount. You can position it whatever and however you want. The point is 100% of what you're doing is profitable. And then if they need a new domain name, www.theirname.com, which in this example, they wouldn't because they've already got a website out there. But if they do, that's only $5, $10, $15. You just roll it into the cost of that, but that's your only expense. You do this once, twice, 3 times a week, you're making money, aren't you, Gary?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, hey, this is something brand new. We just introduced into the platform in the last, 30, 40 days.
Yeah.
And then now you can make full commission on all packages. You get 100% commission, no split on all levels, and you get residual on all levels. So this is a major announcement. So let me just illustrate a couple of things that we're seeing some success with on my team and everything else here. So what you do is here, number one, you charge 500 to 2,000 a website. Okay. When you do your first one, charge $500. Okay. You're brand new. We need to get you to the first sale. We got to get you some action as soon as we possibly can and the fewest amount of outreach as possible. Okay, so do 500 for the first one for the website setup. In a moment, we'll show you some minimal how to edit a website, which by the way, we show you that in our mandatory 2-day training. So we'll illustrate that, here in just a moment. But for the first one, you charge $500. Number two, you're charging hosting and you get 100% of this residual pay. You're charging $50 a month. There's a $149 admin fee on our side that you pay for your system to have all these thousands websites hosted. And now you're GoDaddy. You take the money for the hosting. You take the money for the web. And by the way, these websites are 80, 90% built out with FAQs, Google Maps, social media. I mean, and modern looking.
Everything.
Better than the Google business websites.
Way better.
Better than that. But you charge that, and then you go, and then you scroll down a little bit. So we have the formula here, real basic. You just do one per week. Okay. And this is at $500 a site, this right here, this graph, and then $50 a month. So 500 a site times 52 weeks is 26,000. And then the $50 a month, you see the 2,600 at the end of the year, you're making 2,600 residual a month just on one per week. So we're seeing clients right now, they reach out to 10 businesses. Okay. And they're closing minimum 1, potentially 2 or 3, depending on their skill set and what skills that they have there. So these numbers are very unusual. Okay, when you have outreach, you're looking at normally an outreach cold call type of thing. Out of 100, you close 1. This here is like 10%. So it's a huge difference, there. And then if you do 2 websites a week, 3 websites a week, and then so on from there. And then if you could illustrate like an edit site real quick.
Yeah.
Just
let me go back into the app.
Back into the app. Just any site, just go into edit, right?
Okay. Let me just let's just start.
You can load one up. Yeah, just go in there and load one up.
Let's just
and
load.
They can see that Tire Depot.
So
and then
continue. Yeah, I couldn't see it because of
Yeah, gotcha. And then so this is going to load up, and then it's real simple. It's all like it's already in there. No drag and drop because it's already in there. You just click on the box you want to change out the name of the company, their address, their phone number, and like Terry mentioned earlier, we can also include the website in there for, you might as well just include it because you just absorb the price, $10, $15 a year, whatever, it comes out to be through GoDaddy. We recommend use GoDaddy because GoDaddy is not integrated, but it's connected to the TW3 platform. So when you bring that domain in, you don't have to do anything. You just click a button literally, and it brings it into the system. But you just click on a box anywhere, and then you can change it at the top right, hit save, scroll down a little bit on the site, Terry, on the left, down there. So as you can see, all these sites are modern looking sites. And then at the bottom, you just change out the email and then, stuff like that, there. Okay. And then, and this is also, we teach you this in the 2-day mandatory training that takes place with TW3. You can't do anything with anything until you go through the 2-day training that we have you do in the very beginning before, you come out the gate doing anything there. And then if you can go to the site, colon, that page there, and then I'll just talk about that for a quick second. And
Yeah.
so what you do is we recommend go to your specific city doing this, okay? Because you're a local person and you're offering local services. Hey, doing local business is, in this day and age is is like a dying type of service, right? So you want to be supporting local business. So you're just go ahead and use this formula site, like Terry illustrated earlier, site dot business site, and then let's type in plumbing and then Austin, Texas. There you go. And then click that. And then you can scroll down and then see, look, how many is it? 475 companies with Google business websites these 475 websites are going to be deleted in March. Okay. So, like Terry always teaches, get in front of people that want and need what you have. This is exactly what's taking place here. You're not trying to sell them everything else that's taking place. And then, like Terry illustrated earlier, then you just search the company, you double check and make sure their website is on their Google business profile. It's their Google website. And that's all you do. And once you check that, because some may have another site, they may have this in addition, right? So you check that, then you contact the business, say, hey, we're a local business software provider. We're doing work in your plumbing niche this week. We saw your Google business website. Well, we just wanted to let you know that's going to be deleted here next week or next month whenever you contact them. And you're going to get their attention quick.
Yep.
When you tell them that. Within 60 seconds, they're going to be paying attention to you. Okay.
All you got to do is send
Yeah.
this link right here. And it's not even you saying it. Say right here, I want to show Mr. and Mrs. Because I've done this while I was on the phone with them. I says, can you see your text? And I'll send them this link and say, as you can see right here, March 2024 websites of Google is going down. That's not me saying it, that's them. And then I show them your website's built on Google.
Because they're going to want to verify it. So no, so that way they can see that too. And then once they see that, then you go set up an appointment. Well, we have your site pretty much built out. We have a few other things that we could add to it. Then you set up a time. There's a couple ways to do it. You can set up a time. We recommend to set up an appointment with them on Zoom. Okay. So that way you can show them and you can close the deal right there. We have other ways where you can just actually send them the link and say, hey, we noticed that your website is going down. Include the Google business link here. We have one here basically ready for you. What do you think? Call/text. So there's several ways we teach you, Lori, whoever your certified trainer is, we teach you with the script on what to say, how to present it, just on what's being illustrated here, there. So, yeah.
As Gary was saying, we have a very, very in-depth training that it takes you steps 1 through 6. That's your basic training that we want you to go through before you do anything else. Then meet with your trainer and make sure you have this under your fingers before you do anything. We're not going to leave you out there by yourself. I was telling a group earlier before we did this recording, there's tons and tons of platforms out there, tons and tons of companies. You can get a website, a CRM, all the fancy schmancy words here. You can get that from anybody. What you can't get is the training and support and the culture and community we have here at TW3, a business that's been in business since 2008 with an A+ rating with Better Business Bureau. And the reason we was able to accomplish that is not because of me, but because of people like Gary, people like Lori, and people like several others that are members and trainers here that has worked together to build this community and to build this company. And so you're going to have your individual trainer. You've got thousands of on-demand videos that says you can do it at your pace.
And the
Okay.
training's in numerical order.
And it's a
So
numerical order. Yeah, because there's no need for you to work on, step 8 over here if you don't know how to just simply take money. Let's get that out of the way up front.
Well, yeah, that's an important training there, Terry.
Yeah,
So,
that's important.
sure,
And we don't want you taking money until you understand who we are and what we're doing.
Hey, that's important, right?
It's done in order.
Well,
So
the
learn
number
this
two,
way.
the website. So there we show you how you do that. You bring your own website in, and
Yep.
then once you do that, you're going to be able to do this website formula that Lori, Terry, and I are talking about here right now.
Exactly. We give you step-by-step training on that. And then on top of all that, there's also, we'll just leave this real quick, show you one other thing. When you're in your back office and in your dashboard here, you also have, which I really like is, if it'll stop refreshing here, is our help docs. So you can click on the help docs right there, and anything you need to know right there, you can type in how to create web page. And it's going to pull up all kinds. I'm getting a 404 error message, how to create rooms, how to create, everything you need to know is right there in the help docs. I mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of PDF files, step by step, how to set up to do whatever you want. And some of them even have videos and stuff in it. This particular one didn't, but they'll even have videos on top of that.
Well, you get training from the trainer. You get the training that wants steps, the numerical order steps. Okay. You get 24/7 technical support chat. Those are the different ways that you're able to get helped, supported, and just helped along the way. So there's not just one way. So we're not going to leave you behind. We're going to show you what to do. In regards to the websites, I'll just make this one other comment. We show you, depending on what you're doing with your schedule. So if you want to work like, let's say 15 hours a week. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what we say to do is just map out that schedule for the week. So, hey, I want to work 15 hours. So you divide that about 5 days a week, 3
Mm-hmm.
hours a day-ish, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so to reach out to 10 businesses, that takes 45 minutes of your time a day. Okay. So if you want to do 10 per day over a 5-day work week, you've reached out to 50. Okay. If you want to do 20 per day, then multiply that out. You want to do 30 per day. So whatever you're doing with your time, you got to be consistent. If you're not consistent with the websites or anything to do with I would say that's a pretty strong comment to make about a lot of things, actually. If you're not consistent, you're not going to be making money. There's no rocket science here. Okay.
No, you got to work it. It's not a magic pill. That's for sure. That's for sure. Well, because this thing is time sensitive, Gary and Lori, what we did is working with you guys, we put something together for the folks, and that is a 48-hour offer that we're making that is pretty darn incredible. And what that is we're going to throw in a tech bundle. That's $500 if you want to join at our elite level. Okay. That's our top level that gives you all of the various ways of making money on our platform. Okay. So you get a $500 tech bundle. You get $50. As Gary mentioned a minute ago, our monthly admin, your cost is $150 a month. Now that's a static cost. So every time you're building a website for someone, if you're charging them $50 to $100 a month hosting, by the time you make your second sale, you've already paid for your monthly admin here, and everything else from then on out is profit. So you just lock in, get your first 2 or 3 sales, and you're already in the black there. Okay. But if you act within the 48 hours right now, that is this coming Wednesday at midnight. And this is, by the way, January 15th. So you're talking about 17th, the January 17th at midnight Eastern Standard Time. You're going to get the tech bundle, which is $500. You're going to get $50 off, which is basically $600 a year in savings. You're going to get $500, 500 free leads loaded in your CRM so you can hit the ground running. You're going to get a funnel that we didn't even mention tonight. But this service right here, you could be charging $300 to $800 a month just by the service that this thing provides right here. It's called our missed call text back funnel. It gives a demonstration. It shows you step by step how to set things up. You just plug in your numbers. But that right there is $800 to $1,000 in value right there. that you're getting. We're going to knock $500 off of the elite package. And once you complete your training after 90 days and been in the system for 90 days, we're going to give you a one-on-one training with me just to make sure that if you want any higher level sophisticated marketing that you're trying to do or something more niche, I can answer questions that maybe that are not in the training modules and what's already existing. That's over $3,000 in giveaways that we're giving away right now if you act within the next 48 hours. And I would tell you to do that so that you can get the system, learn the system, start using the system so you can start taking advantage of this gold rush that's going on right now with what Google has provided. Okay. So, and you're saying, well, I can't afford, this elite package because that's $3,000 still. If you don't have $3,000, no worries. Get with Lori, get with Gary, get with whoever your trainer is that sent you this video and have them talk to you about our special financing. We have financing options for as little as $29, $39 a month. Okay. That you can get. And then you say, well, Terry, I just don't need all of the things that come in an elite package. I just want a business opportunity to do from home, something simple to get started with. Then you can start either at our SRT level, which is our sales rep and trainer level, or our plus level. Now, at those levels, these two things are not offered. Okay. We're not offering the $500 off on the SRT or the plus, nor the one-on-one, but we're offering everything else. Okay. But that's if you act within the next 48 hours. Guys, is there anything that I missed here?
I don't think so, Terry. You did a great job explaining what was going on with Google, how to find the lead, how to bump them up against Google Maps or whatever to make sure that that they don't have another website. And
yeah, because even if they've got another website, that doesn't mean you can't talk to that client. It just means you need to pivot. It's not a website conversation. Now it's an SEO conversation.
Right.
Yeah, because what they were using for people to discover their website is going away. Because that's the only reason you would have that is the backlink to your other website. And that's going away. So we need to talk to you about helping you with your SEO, which if you want to do that kind of stuff, you need to be an elite member at that point. Those are the conversations you got to be at the elite level to have anyway.
Yeah. In the marketplace, that's where you contact every industry. It doesn't matter if they have a website or not. Okay. Yes. We have other methods that we use to, get in front of people that are going to need that need and desire our services. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to steer you in the right direction. But you got to go step by step too. So not everything at one time, like the whole kitchen sink at one time, right?
Yeah, keep it simple. And that's the biggest challenge as you learn more about all of this stuff. What my problem has always been, I try to talk too much about all of this stuff and you just overwhelm the business owner. At the end of the day, that business owner, all he wants is, I need more customers. I need more sales, period.
And I need to save time. With my time during the week, and I need more leads, more sales.
Yep.
Okay. So we got all different varieties, of ways to, different approaches, I guess is a better way.
Yes. And these tools, these softwares, that's what it does. And that's why it's such a great opportunity right now for people to get involved, because literally there's more businesses out there than you and I and Lori and any, our top 20 producers here could ever go after. There's just so much business out there. So if you was ever looking for a side hustle, a business that you could do, work from home, a legitimate business that provided a service that actually provided wealth. Because here's the other thing. Everything we talked about tonight, guys, is not a one and done and you get up tomorrow and start all over. You make that sale, you just made money every month thereafter. Every time I'm making a sale, I'm adding to what I'm getting on a monthly basis. So that's the beautiful thing about this entire business is that it gives you the ability, without calling your friends, family, and foes and getting involved in some pyramid scheme. You don't have to ignore all that. You're selling a service that has a monthly subscription component to it. And on the website stuff, 100% of that subscription is yours. 100%. Yeah.
And 95% retention rate.
Yes.
Okay? I mean, because it's like the light bill. Guess what? When you don't pay your light bill, what happens? Your lights go out. Same thing here. You got to pay. Their customers have to pay to keep the services. If they don't pay it, there's certain there's certain things in a business like your communication, your social media, your
Yes.
website. If you don't pay that monthly fee, it goes down. They're going to that's
their lifeblood. They're
Yeah.
out of business without these assets, and that's you're put in a position where you're providing them essential. That's the word, essential business services. We're not selling, things around the peripheral that they could or could not do without. It would be nice to have this, but we're a little lean right now, so we're going to cut away. No. These are essential services that if they do not have, they're not being found online, and the phone stops ringing. Bottom line. So that's
So
the
it's
beautiful
not one
thing
and
about
done, right?
Yeah.
Once you have a client, wouldn't it be great? You made money on that client, right? But then all of a sudden you keep making money every
Yes.
single month.
Every single month they're
I
paying
mean,
you.
that's just yeah, that's a God-given blessing. Okay.
Yes.
So
That's that more and abundant grace that he talks
yeah.
about.
Well, Terry said mailbox money, man. I don't know how you got to be a certain age to know that name, right?
Yeah, I'm using some old throwback language. All right, guys. Well, go ye therefore and prosper. If you are a member, get this video out to your prospective clients as quick as possible, because there's a 48-hour deadline here, and we hope we can see new members in and helping them make more money in their business as well. Talk to you guys later.
Inspiring, informative, and informational.
This is TTW3.